At Yale, there is a medieval book filled with strange plants, circular star charts, bathing figures, and page after page of writing no one has been able to read. Not because the pages are too damaged, not because the ink has vanished. The writing is still there. Line after line, paragraph after paragraph, carefully formed symbols, arranged like language, copied by a human hand with patience and intention. But the book does not tell us what it means. This is the Voynich Manuscript. It is a real object held today by the Beinecke Rare Book and Manuscript Library at Yale University. Its catalog name is MS-408, but most people know it by the name of the bookseller who brought it back into modern attention in 1912, Wilfrid Voynich. The mystery is simple to say and difficult to solve. Someone made a book hundreds of years ago. The book is full of illustrations. It appears organized. It appears purposeful. It appears to contain information. And yet, no one has produced a translation that the scholarly world generally accepts. That is why the Voynich manuscript feels different from a lost ruin or a vague legend. It is not hiding somewhere beyond reach. It is not known only through rumor. You can look at its pages. The mystery is sitting in front of us. The manuscript is usually dated to the 15th century. The parchment has been studied. The physical object has been examined, and its history has been traced through fragments of ownership and speculation. But its origin remains uncertain. We do not know who wrote it. We do not know where it was made. We do not know what language, if any, lies beneath the script. We do not even know for certain whether the text was meant to be read by others or only by the person or group who created it. The pages are organized into sections that seem to follow the illustrations. There are pages filled with plants. Some look almost familiar at first glance, with roots, leaves, and flowers arranged like an herbal manuscript. But many do not match cleanly to known species. They feel like botanical drawings from a world adjacent to ours. There are circular diagrams with stars, suns, moons, and zodiac-like forms. There are pages that look astronomical or astrological, though without readable text. Even those categories remain cautious guesses. There are images of small human figures, often women, connected to pools, tubes, vessels, or flowing green liquid. These pages are some of the strangest in the manuscript. They have inspired theories about medicine, bathing, cosmology, anatomy, or symbolic systems we no longer understand. There are pages that seem pharmaceutical, with roots, jars, and plant parts. There are dense final sections that look almost like recipes or short entries. The book behaves like a reference work. But a reference work for what? That is where the mystery deepens. The script is not random looking in a simple way. Symbols repeat. Certain patterns appear again and again. Some words occur more often than others. Some pages seem to have their own vocabulary. The text has structure. This has encouraged generations of people to believe that the manuscript contains real information, hidden beneath a cipher, an unknown language, or a system of writing that has not survived anywhere else. But structure alone is not proof of meaning. Human beings are very good at creating patterns. A clever hoax could imitate language. A private code could be unreadable without a key. A lost shorthand could look impossible if the rest of its tradition vanished. A constructed script could be meaningful to its maker and meaningless to everyone after. Every explanation has a weakness. If it is a cipher, why has it resisted so many attempts for so long? If it is a natural language, why has no clear match been found? If it is a hoax, why make it so elaborate, so expensive, and so carefully structured? If it is a medical or herbal text, why are so many illustrations difficult to identify? If it is a private symbolic system, what world of knowledge was it trying to preserve? The manuscript has attracted code breakers, linguists, historians, computer scientists, medievalists, and enthusiastic amateurs. Many proposed solutions have appeared over the years. Some claim it is Latin in disguise. Some claim it is a lost language. Some claim it is a cipher. Some claim it is meaningless. Some point to medicine, alchemy, astrology, women's health, herbal knowledge, or secret philosophy. The problem is not that no one has tried. The problem is that the convincing answer has not arrived. To solve the Voynich Manuscript, a proposed reading would need to do more than translate one convenient phrase. It would need to explain the system. It would need to work across the manuscript, account for the repeated patterns, fit the illustrations, make sense historically, and be convincing to people who study languages, manuscripts, and cryptography. That standard is hard, and so far the book remains outside it. There is something almost unsettling about that. We live in a time when old documents are scanned, indexed, translated, searched, and compared by machines. We expect information to yield. We expect text to be recoverable. If a page survives, we feel the past should eventually speak. But the Voynich Manuscript reminds us that survival is not the same as understanding. A book can cross 6 centuries and still keep its silence. The silence is not empty, though. Even without a translation, the manuscript tells us something. It tells us that someone cared enough to create it. Someone prepared parchment, mixed ink, copied line after line, drew plants and stars and figures, organized pages, and made an object that was meant to last. That effort matters. If the text is meaningful, then we are looking at a lost doorway into a system of knowledge we cannot enter. If the text is meaningless, then the manuscript becomes strange in a different way. A costly, elaborate performance of meaning, created long before modern attention could reward it. Neither answer is ordinary. That may be why the Voynich Manuscript continues to hold people. It is not just a puzzle. It is a test of how much we assume writing should reveal. Most mysterious objects are mysterious because they are broken, buried, or missing. The Voynich Manuscript is mysterious because it is almost too present. The pages are there, the drawings are there, the script is there. The missing thing is understanding, and maybe that is why the book feels so personal. Every page looks as though it is about to explain itself. A plant leans toward recognition. A circular diagram resembles an astronomy chart. A paragraph has the rhythm of instruction. The eye keeps searching for one familiar clue, one symbol, one repeated word that will open the rest. But the door does not open. For now, the Voynich Manuscript remains a medieval book with a modern problem. It has survived fire, water, ownership, travel, handling, theory, skepticism, and obsession. It has been photographed, studied, digitized, debated, and attacked with methods its creator could never have imagined. And still, the central fact remains. There is a book. There is writing. There is no accepted reading. That is not proof of anything supernatural. It is not proof of aliens, magic, or hidden order controlling history. It is something quieter and maybe more interesting. It is proof that the past can leave us an object so complete that we feel we should understand it, and so strange that we cannot. 600 years later, the pages are still waiting, not lost, not destroyed, just unread.